Hey guys, Jam here, and in today's video I'm going to be doing something slightly different. I just kind of fancy going through the Advent Rumour Engine GW did during the Christmas time. Yeah, I just want to go through each individual picture and kind of, maybe put my guess out what they might be, because there's quite a lot we can go through here and I thought it'd be really fun. I like going through these kind of things. And then hopefully you guys will comment below and I want to see what you guys think they are and maybe if you agree or whatever like that. So yeah, I think some of these are going to be quite difficult, but yeah, let's get on now. Obviously, I'm going to go in number order, and I'll try to crack through them as quick as possible. Alright, so we've got number 1. Now, my initial guess here is probably Sisters of Battle, because you kind of got, well, it's a very slender leg, because, sisters aren't very big models. And you've got, like, the Sisters symbol, the fleur-de-lis, or whatever it's called. Kind of looks like that on the legs. But that spike there also kind of gives me almost like a Drukhari, chaosy kind of vibe. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I don't know if sisters normally have this kind of like big joint like that, so it is quite difficult. I'm kind of thinking maybe leaning towards Drukhari, Dark Eldar a little bit more, or some sort of more mechanized suit for Sisters of Battle. Yeah, this is quite a difficult one. Maybe if I go study the Drukhari kits a little bit more, or the sisters, I can maybe check out their legs and stuff, which sounds a bit weird now, but yeah, then I could probably get a better picture, unless, like, I don't know, maybe Sisters of Battle are getting their own version of chaplains or something, because that kind of looks like a chaplain-y leg right there. But yeah, I'm going to put my hat in the ring there, saying either some armored up Drukhari or armored up Sisters of Battle. That's what I'm going to go for there. Next up is number 2. Obviously, I don't think I really need to number these. I'm sure you guys know how to count. And yeah, this one, I'm not too sure. On the book or box, whatever that is, it kind of looks like an Inquisition eye. It definitely looks Imperium, that's for sure. As he kind of got, looks like he's just wearing a jacket with the sleeves rolled up. I don't think there's many Xenos or Chaos things that look like that. But with that kind of stance, he looks a bit too chill for an Inquisitor. So I'm going to say something also for Sisters of Battle. Well, they can be used in Astra Militarum as well, I think, like missionaries. They're going to be some sort of Inquisition-y, ecclesiarch kind of people, I'm guessing. Yeah, so I'm going to go for some sort of missionary or something like that. That seems to make the most sense. He doesn't look like he's in a fighting stance, or maybe a preacher, actually. Do you get preachers? I'm pretty sure you get preachers. I don't know, it's been a while since I've gone through that range. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to say this is some sort of preacher or missionary or something like that. Something to do with that kind of side of the Inquisition-y, ecclesiarchy kind of thing going on. So yeah, that's what I'm going to call that one. Number 3. Now this is a very difficult one because it's just some sort of animal skull which can go on literally every single army. Now this is either going to be Age of Sigmar or it's going to be some sort of trophy for someone in 40k. I mean, this kind of side, that doesn't look like the same texture as the rest. That almost looks like metal. Could just be the way it's painted or whatever, but it almost looks like a metal ring coming through. Actually, I don't even know. Is that a skull or is it still alive? Because I just realized the eyes are reflective and shiny. Yeah, maybe that in the mouth is some sort of like harness or something like that. Kind of like when you put like a bar in a horse's mouth or something. No, that's really difficult. Maybe it's some sort of mount for something in Age of Sigmar. Yeah, my initial thought was like some sort of trophy for a Drukhari model, because I feel like they're going to be getting some more updates or something, but I don't know. This is a very, very difficult one. This could literally belong to anything. Orcs, like Seraphon, something like that. I'm not really sure. It's just the eyes that are throwing me off. At first I thought it was some sort of skull, but yeah, if the eyes are reflective, unless, I mean, it's just taxidermied or whatever and it's got some like glass eyes in. But yeah, if I had to throw my thing out there to say like an official thing, I'll say it's some sort of mount, maybe? I don't know. That's a difficult one. Number 4. Now we got some sort of marble stone statue kind of thing. Looks like he's holding up some bigger rocks. And now this one is damn difficult because this is either going to be some epic base for a big character or it's going to be a piece of terrain. Now if it is a piece of terrain, it's going to be Age of Sigmar, I'm guessing. But if it's a base, I'm going to go for something in 40k, some really big character. Yeah, it's a super, super difficult one because, once again, well, he doesn't have any eyes. He doesn't seem to have a nose. He looks kind of, I don't know, deformed. Yeah, once again, I really don't know. This is either going to be some massive Imperial character, or like I said, or maybe some terrain or something for Age of Sigmar. But yeah, that's a very, very difficult one. Again, I mean, GW knows how to play the game. I'm not sure what this is going to be. I'm curious to see what you guys say on all of these, though. It might be something I've missed and you might be able to pick up on it. Alright, and number 5. Okay, this one is giving me kind of elfy vibes. I know there's probably going to be some sort of Dark Eldar army coming out at some point. I mean, GW is kind of revamping, remaking loads of the old kind of factions. I know Malarian and the Dark Elves seem to be a thing that's going to be popping out soon. But this also could go with some of the... Is it the Slaneshi mortals that have been coming out a lot recently? That kind of has that kind of Persian vibe that they've been having. So yeah, I'm going to straight up say not 40k. Definitely has like an Age of Sigmar vibe. Kind of like Lumineth, Realm Lords. But I'm going to say something for... Well, a weapon for... Something in the kind of Slaneshi mortals. Because I feel like that's what that looks like. So I'm just going to go for that. And number 6. And now we've got a wolf head. Well, some sort of wolf pelt. Because he's definitely dead. Doesn't even have a bottom jaw. And once again, pretty much every army in any sort of Warhammer Games Workshop product has dead animal stuff all over them. So yeah, that's a bit of a difficult one. I mean, first of all, you can think Space Wolves. But I don't know, it doesn't quite look Space Wolfy to me, and GW is cranking out so many Primaris Marines. I don't see them releasing like an actual characterful Wolfy Primaris dude. Not anytime soon anyway. I mean, the Codex has already just been released out, so scratching out Space Wolves here. So I think that's probably going to take me to Age of Sigmar. And when it comes to that, I don't really know any factions that have a lot of wolf pelts or dead wolves or any characters that do. Yeah, it's really difficult. I mean, like I say, pelts can be on anyone. I mean, if the Space Wolf Codex didn't just come out, I would say Space Wolves, but it doesn't really feel like, it doesn't really look like a Thunder Wolf kind of head or a Fenrisian Wolf. So I'm going to say some sort of character with a kind of fur pelt, or maybe even some terrain, some sort of like barbaric terrain with like pelts hanging off of it. But yeah, once again, I have no idea. Alright, what number are we on now? I think we're on 7, I think. Yeah, I just had to go check. Yeah, 7. So this, I want to say, is obviously Inquisition, but now that I've said that, it's probably not. But obviously you've got the kind of Inquisition eye, but it's kind of been turned into like a mace, mallet kind of thing. I don't know, what in the Inquisition has a big old staff? I think, and once again, maybe some sort of Inquisition-y preacher, missionary kind of person. So I feel like we're getting a lot of Inquisition-y vibes in this Rumour Engine. So there's going to be some pretty cool stuff coming out for them soon. But yeah, some sort of Inquisition unit, maybe something completely new. Maybe they're going to bring out a mini army for Inquisitions where you can actually have some human troops and stuff like that. I think they really should do an Inquisition army, because you think of the way they operate, they make like small war bands, or they collect a team. I mean, you could mix up like Imperial Guard, Space Marines, you can mix everything, because I mean, Inquisition just takes what they want most of the time. But anyway, I digress. It's going to be an Inquisition unit, maybe something completely new. Maybe this is the weapons they use, some sort of close combat squad, but I don't really feel that would make any sense. So maybe just a staff of some sort of like preacher dude again. Or I'm completely wrong and it's something else, but yeah, we'll see. Number 8, and once again, getting Imperial vibes. This definitely looks like Rogue Trader, you know, very like ornate boots and stuff like that. So yeah, like I said, Rogue Trader, or definitely an Inquisitor or something like that. Possibly maybe a new Commissar. But no, I don't really think the fancy boots really work for a Commissar. So unless it's like a named character. Yeah, I'm going to go Inquisitor. Definitely something Imperial. Well, I should never say definitely, because, yeah, it's probably not going to be it now. Yeah, let's go with Inquisitor boots or something like that. Alright, number 9, and we've got a heart on a chain. Oh, no, that's not a heart. It's some sort of flasky vial thing. Oh, man, I thought if it was a heart, that would have been much easier. Okay, so originally I was thinking something Drukhari maybe, but I know there's the cork and all that stuff. It definitely seems more Age of Sigmar, a bit more like old school, if you know what I mean. And, I mean, there's been a lot of rumour stuff going about for new vampires, and I've been waiting for pirate vampires for ages. Either that or Dark Elves. Yeah, that's the 3 main armies I'm waiting for to start. Give me new vampires, especially the pirate vampires. Refreshing the old school dwarves, or give me some Dark Elves. And I'm feeling this is definitely vampires or the new Dark Elves. Maybe it's especially with the chain and all that kind of stuff, it kind of has a piratey vibe. Maybe it's a vial of blood, I don't know. So yeah, I'm going to go Age of Sigmar, either Dark Elves or vampires. I know that's a very broad kind of thing, but it kind of has a piratey vibe to it. So if I have to pick one, I'll say, I don't know, vampires. Actually, going back again, the old Dark Elves in fantasy were kind of piratey though. They were like seafaring folk a lot of the time, so if I recall, possibly, yeah, that might go for that as well then. Number 10, so we've got some sort of wooden plank with stuff. This definitely looks, again, kind of piratey. Looks like part of a ship or something like that. And like that little bit at the bottom kind of looks like where that vial of stuff we just looked at might be hanging off of, if you know what I mean. Oh, I'm definitely feeling we're going to get some sort of like more piratey vibes. And I think, hey, that's a good idea actually. Seeing them, we got not the Lumineth, what the guys that's the elfy dudes that are blind and like to take people's souls. Yeah, just had to go check the Idoneth Deepkin. We've got them, and if we do have another sort of piratey dark elves or piratey vampires, I reckon, calling it now, we'll get an Idoneth Deepkin and whatever faction box set together. So I'm just going to throw that out as well. Let's hope we do, because that's going to be absolutely amazing. I'm just getting myself hyped up for nothing here. But yeah, we've got piratey looking woody stuff, and we've got a hand kind of skewered on there. That can go both vampires or dark elves. But I think the new dark elves are going more for like a smoky shadow vibe. So let's go. It's definitely feeling vampire-y, probably vampire pirates. But I don't know. It's just crazy enough for the new GW to do. Because GW's a new Age of Sigmar line is just crazy. So vampire pirate seems like a thing. So I'm going to go for that. Number 10 really got me hyped up. But yeah, on to number 11. And obviously straight up this looks like, well, I was going to originally say some sort of bike. But I don't know. It seems very stocky. I don't know, it seems a bit short, and that seems like a lot of like soft fabric and stuff like that. So that, what is that? It's really hard to make out. It's definitely a tire of some sort, a wheel. I don't know, maybe we're looking at it upside down and actually it's some sort of like banner for an orc, you know, for like the speed cult or something like that. I'm not sure. It's really hard to make out because that kind of makes you think like, oh, that's like the sharks for a bike or something. But you got all this cloth around it, and whatever this is here, maybe that's a harness or a strap or something. Yeah, really, really hard one there as well. But yeah, I'm going to go way out there, and I'm just going to say like, I don't know, maybe it's a new orc. That's what I'm going to go for. Number 12, and we've got a rat with a key. So obviously your first thought's going to be Skaven, but we've also got the dudes from Necromunda that always have a lot of rats with them. And I can't think of much else. So also, if that's the base, that looks kind of square. That looks strange. Maybe it's the new old world stuff that they're doing on Forge World, but I don't know if they're ready Rumour Engine Forge World stuff. So I'm going to go Skaven or the guys from Necromunda or something in Necromunda. Number 13, and obviously, again, we got some sort of Inquisition eye. You got a long cloak, and it seems like it's painted possibly kind of ornately. It looks like there's a pattern there, unless it's just some scuffs or something. Yeah, so in the interest of getting this done a little bit quicker, I'm going to say again, some sort of Inquisitor. I think the boots probably belong to him because, like I said, the coat looks a bit more fancy as well. So he's got a fancy coat, fancy boots, Inquisitor or a preacher or something, because I mean, I reckon maybe he's got the book on the other side as well that we saw. So yeah, I'm going to go for that again. Alright, so number 14, and again, I think this is going to be some sort of Inquisition, ecclesiarchy kind of thing going on. I think I recognize this kind of backpack from one of the guys from the Rogue Trader or something like that. Some sort of Inquisition-y imperial thing like that. So again, it's going to be a preacher or something. I can't remember what they're called now. Like, they're not the navigators. I'm not really sure. It just seems like a lot of Inquisition stuff in this Rumour Engine. So yeah, they're either going to just get some new preacher missionary models or something like that, or they're going to get maybe something a bit bigger, it seems. But yeah, that's his shoulders there, because they've got this weird like backpack vent there. He's got a little bag there and stuff like that. Kind of gives me the missionary vibe. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be calling it. 15, and okay, I was going to say again Inquisition, and it might possibly be, but in this case, there's nothing 100% pointing to that. I mean, we've got a scroll, we've got 2 scrolls hanging on someone's hip, maybe some t-shirt. There's a book there. Well, yeah, if that's a book, that might be like a mini version of the Imperial Aquila symbol thing. So yeah, once again, missionary or preacher. That seems to be the thing. But I feel like I might be wrong on this one, though. There's a high chance I might be wrong. This could be Age of Sigmar base, but just for that kind of thing there, it makes me think of the Imperium, so I'm going for that. Number 16, and we've got a gloved hand and a hammer. Now originally, when I first saw the hammer, I was like, oh, Genestealer Cults. But the glove and stuff, this is a really hard one actually, because, well, first off, the hammer is wooden. The way it's painted looks like wood. But that hammer looks very, I don't know, machined, if that makes sense. It's very, like, blocky. It kind of looks like something Genestealer Cults would use. I don't know, with the gloves and everything. I'm feeling maybe more Age of Sigmar. It's not, doesn't have any, like, power nodules. There's no, like, technology in it, if you know what I mean. It's just a chunk of metal and some wood, and they've got, like, leather gloves and stuff. So, oh, this is a difficult one for sure. I'm going to have to say something, though, so maybe something for, like, what are those guys called they used to, like, the religious Sigmar dudes? I can't remember what they're called. I don't really play fantasy, so it's kind of thinking like that, but the glove kind of gives me, like, witch hunter vibes, but then it's a hammer. Okay, I'll say a witch hunter for Age of Sigmar or 40k or something like that. I really have no idea. I'm just throwing some random nonsense out there right now. So definitely comment on this one, guys, because I have no idea what that is. 17, and we've got a Tattered Banner. So initially I'm thinking Age of Sigmar, obviously. This is like some sort of, like, that's what the skeleton banners normally look like. So I'm thinking Vampire Banner dude. It's probably going to be completely wrong. It's going to be like an Imperial Guard unit. The banners has been shot to hell. But yeah, Vampire Banner, that's what I'm going for. Alright, number 18, and we've got something that's definitely got power nodules. So it's 40k, 100%. And it's definitely got, once again, kind of Imperial Inquisition vibes. Now, I'm not going to say Sisters of Battle, because I don't feel like that's quite right. It looks a bit maybe too... It's not quite brutal enough for Sisters of Battle. Because, I mean, they have maces in their army and it doesn't quite look like that. So once again, another sort of like Inquisition retinue kind of thing going on here. I know that can mean a lot, so I'm not really like stating anything. So it's a bit annoying. But yeah, I don't know. It kind of feels like Sisters of Battle. It has kind of like that sleek vibe to it. But some sort of Inquisition retinue, that's what I'm going to go for. I know that's very vague, but... It feels like they're bringing out something new for the, like I said a million times at this point, the whole Inquisition-y kind of thing. The whole imperial government, if you know what I mean. There's something new coming. But I guess that's the whole point of Rumour Engines, because that means something new is coming, so that, yeah. But you guys know what I mean. 19. And, hey, this glove and arm is exactly the same as that hammer that we saw. So I reckon this belongs to the hammer arm, or the unit, or something like that. She's got some sort of old school looking rifle here. Once again, giving me kind of witch huntery vibes. Now, I would say this could possibly be like an Inquisitor for 40k, because they usually look quite weird and they have like kind of old school look to them. But that hammer didn't quite seem 40k enough, and if these two are connected, I'm definitely going to say this is some sort of Age of Sigmar. See, I'm connecting it to the hammer, so it's making me change my thought process here. So originally I was like, well, it's got a piratey vibes. We've been talking about pirates a lot, so it's going to be some sort of dark elves used to use a lot of guns and stuff, and if they're going piratey, maybe vampire pirates or an Inquisitor. Once again, I'm not saying much at all here. Yeah, I'm just going to go vampire pirate again, but it's probably an Inquisitor. It has Inquisitor vibes. Just the hammer's throwing me off. I mean, the hammer doesn't make sense for a vampire either, but yeah, that's... yeah, I don't know what I'm going for there. But I gotta say, these things are looking very, very interesting. I know we're getting a lot of piratey Inquisition kind of vibes, so there's a lot of, like, repeats, but I still have no idea what they are, so it's very interesting. Alright, and we're almost done. We're on number 20, so bear with me, guys. And now we got some sort of crowny thing. Once again, this could belong to dark elves, all very much like Sister Battle, Ecclesiarchy, Inquisitor kind of stuff. And I'm really bored of saying that word now. Yeah, I truly have no idea what this could be. This could be... I don't think it's a crown for anybody to wear. I think it might be part of like a vehicle of some sorts. I don't know, maybe it's part of like a vampire ship. I don't know. I know I'm really just dreaming and like wishing there, but yeah, I'm gonna have to leave this one because that's really too vague. That could be anything on anything. So yeah, you guys are gonna have to let me know on that one. 21, and we've got basically just a plain dagger with a hand. So literally could be anything. So super not helpful. I think I'm just going to have to go through with the theme I've been going with the whole entire time. There's nothing too special there, so it definitely doesn't look like Xeno related. It doesn't look like something the Drukhari would use, or the Eldar, or Tau, or anything. Definitely looks Imperium or Age of Sigmar to me. It's just a basic kind of blade. Not big enough to be a sword, so yeah, I mean, it could work for a pirate, because pirates kind of go for like that. Not pirates, sorry, vampires have that kind of old school look to them. But I don't know, it just doesn't look right. I keep forgetting about the other model ranges. I mean, we got Necromunda and stuff like that as well, but that doesn't really feel like it could fit in Necromunda. So I don't like to not answer these, because the whole point is me just to take random guesses. But I really have no idea. So just to spitball, I'm going to say some sort of assassin. There we go. I don't know, for Age of Sigmar. Alright, couple more to go, and we're on 22 now. And we got some sort of winged gargoyle thing standing on what looks like a rock. Ooh, I just thought that kind of stone base man thing we saw before, that would be a pretty interesting base for Malarian, because he's supposed to be a kind of winged dragon beast kind of thing now, made out of like smoke and shadows, if I'm correct. This kind of goes with that vibe as well, because that, yeah, it definitely feels Age of Sigmar to me. I mean, it could be anything in 40k as well. But yeah, I'm going to go some sort of winged unit in the new Dark Elves that might come out. But I'm also kind of feeling something, maybe Lord of the Rings? Now, they've released all the kind of fell bat kind of things, whatever they're called, so maybe not. It just seems very, like, chunky, so I'm not really sure what that could be. But yeah, I'm going to go for Dark Elves just to say something. And 23, and yeah, this is another difficult one, because that kind of like metal chainmail kind of stuff there, well, I've seen that kind of stuff on models before. I think the new, like, the dudes from Necromunda, the really the Vansars, that's it. I'm sure they had like that kind of riveting on their armor, but then we got this really tattered, torn cloak, so that definitely does not fit them at all. And it's kind of got scales, so yeah, once again, it's feeling vampire-y or dark elfy. Scales would work for dark elves as well, because they used to ride the lizardy things. Yeah, I'm gonna pick out of the two of those, and I'm gonna say dark elves. There we go. I'm probably so fixated on like these like two armies that I really want. There's probably nothing to do with these. That's just where my mind's going. But yeah, dark elves, going for that. And last but certainly not least, we got 24, and this is an interesting one for sure. I just realized that rhymed. So we got some sort of dude holding out like a twiggy staff. So it's kind of giving me like nature powered wizardy kind of thing, like definitely not 40k. I mean, yeah, it could be 40k. 40k's got weird stuff, but from this stuff hanging down, yeah, I'm kind of feeling like it's almost like it could be candle wax. Maybe this curls up and he's got candles on the top. I'm literally just spitballing here. Or something is just holding onto like a branch that's actually part of the base. Ooh, that's difficult. So we either got some sort of like Underworld's warband with a really scenic base, because that's generally where we get those from, or some sort of shaman-y wizard. Yeah, once again, I have no idea. Oh, I'm probably completely wrong. It's probably some sort of corn warrior holding onto like a severed Sylvaneth head or something like that, but which would be pretty cool. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there with some sort of shaman-y wizard dude or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, this was a super interesting video. I know I didn't really give great answers, and I'm kind of fixated on the like vampire pirates or dark elves or something like that. Lots of Inquisition. I'm definitely super intrigued to see what we get in the future. And of course, comment below what you guys think of these. I'm super intrigued what you think as well. And yeah, let me know if you want me to maybe make a video on the rumor engines like every now and again, because it's something I really, really enjoy. But yeah, I'm going to call the video here, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, you know what to do. Hit the like, subscribe, all that kind of nonsense as usual. I got the whole Patreon merch store if you want to help support the channel. But until the next one, guys, bye-bye.